up so early in the morning. You might not like talking to me. I need coffee just to be able to make coffee. I wake up like a cat up in a tree. Some folks rise and start shining. They're all ready to seize the day. As long as they keep their distance, everything just might be okay. I wake up so early in the morning.
Surly in the Morning Afternoon News is filmed before a live webcast audience with your anchor, Nathan Moore.
Oh, my goodness. Rise and shine. Up and at 'em, Tiger. Whew. Still pretty thick with sleep. Can't get it out of my eyes. I have not cheated. I don't peek at the headlines before going live. It's my first cup of coffee. Cheers. I wonder what time zone in the world it's actually morning still to most people. I'm a night owl. Most of you know this about me. I go to bed. When the sun comes up, that's my cue to go to bed. And so here I am, rising and shining. A newborn babe thrust into the world from the safety and security of the womb. The womb is empty. He is risen. Sorry. Well, let's just do it. Let's dive in there and see what we got here. Good to see you, Mark. Yeah, shoot the shares. This show, it's a utilitarian public service. I'm just here to read the headlines to you. Figure you might as well hear it from me first. I feel like I think I might need a charge. So no telling how long this will be. Anywhere from 10 minutes to a rabbit hole. Let's start with the Drudge. Feel free to share news links in the chat. I will see them wherever you're watching, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, wherever you are. Click to get notified because this is no set time. It's just moments after I wake up, after I make my first cup of coffee. That's the time of the show. So if you want to make sure to catch these live, subscribe to the YouTube channel or the Twitch channel so you get notified. Now the page, the Facebook page might even do that. I'm not even sure. Good morning, Ben. Good to see you. Sup, kids? All right, here we go. What happened while I was sleeping? Ukraine war live updates. U.S. grapples with fallout from intelligence leak. Russia to bolster air defenses near Finland in response to them. Did they join NATO? Did that happen, or are they just talking about that happening? All right, China ends the Taiwan drill after practicing blockades and precision strikes. Can you imagine what it would be like to be a little country and have a giant country practicing invading you all around you? I just can't even it'd be like sitting here in Virginia and all the other states were just rehearsing invading and killing most of us, just in case. Oh, we're just practicing. We're just practicing. It's ridiculous. Hey, for viewers out there, I would like to take a poll here. I did just wake up. My eyes are heavy with sleep. I'm having my first cup of coffee. Would you rather be looking at this shiny face, this version of me? How's this strike you? Wait, let me get my mouth moving, at least. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's much better. I don't know. What do you think? Is this better? How you like me now? I really can't decide. I just sort of like doing this though. I got really into the tune version of myself. I'm a fan. I want to be pure tune. My wife insists that you need to see my face. To me, that I feel like she's trying to make me feel better about something I don't feel bad about. So I don't know what to think about all that. I don't know. Vote in the poll. There's a poll right there. Just kidding. There's not a poll right there. I can't find the poll. There's no poll. But say in the chat. I need you to all vote for the cartoon version of me. If I just have to do the cartoon version of me, I don't even have to worry about what I look like. I don't have to worry about the lighting. I don't have to worry about this green screen back here. It would be so much easier. And, I mean, it's a cartoon. What a gimmick, right? How's he doing it? Why does it move with his mouth? What kind of strange magic is this? Where are we? What's going on? Sam says, I think we need your face. It's just such a sweet thing. I might make a shirt that says that. I think we need your face. It's now available in the merch store. At one point last night when we were live, just sort of chatting, I go live a lot of times not on Facebook or Twitch or anything, just on my website and in the Discord server. And we were hanging out last night working on a new song of mine. And I was trying out different versions. And I had this version where I would be the cartoon for the news, but then I would cut to me just sort of live in the basement here without the green screen. I was like the man behind the curtain, the puppeteer back here, just sort of chilling out. I could cut to me when we needed that human touch. I don't know. It's all a growing little flower just starting to bud. We'll see what I become. We'll see what we become. But for now, wait. All right, so now I'm staring at the cartoon and I got confused because I just wanted to listen to it talk to me. But then I realized that's not possible. I actually have to power this machine. Not fair. We also have just so you know, there's so many possibilities. You guys are the producers, the directors. So talk to me. Like, check out this possibility. Not only do we have the cartoon me, but we also have hey, oh yep. Hi, this is the brave lion reporting live from the Ukraine situation. That's right. Have no fear. I'm here. I'll do it. You people are cowards. You got to buck up, captains, and just lay it down. Let me do it. I'll do it. Why don't you both go back to bed? Just let me do the show. I ain't afraid of nothing. I'd sit here all day, 10 minutes. I'll be here for the next 10 hours. Hey, here I am. I'm ready. Let's roll. Hope something happened. Well, as you can see, just endless possibilities. All right, back to the news. See, there we go. We'll just be riffing all day. Got a lion's share. Deadly blast hits police vehicle in Pakistan's Quetta. Man, it's just popping off out there. Let's go to the Drudge. Rearranging my bookmarks. Oh my God. China, red print always gets me. They know that. They know that about me. And that's what, wait, hold on. Shooting in downtown Louisville, developing. Hopefully the story is developing and not the situation. Louisville, Kentucky. Should we look at, is that an active, ongoing situation? Is this breaking news, or is this a story that's developing? Gunman storms bank, disgruntled ex-worker ID'd. 4 dead, at least 8 hospitalized. Unbelievable. Governor in tears. China ready to fight is the red headline. Showdown with U.S. Navy. State TV shows war plan. Was that by accident, or are they just being bold? Look at this picture. It's the war plan for Taiwan. All right. Let's dive into this headline a little bit here. China military. Oh, I see. They did their drills. They practiced surrounding and invading Taiwan. They felt like their practice was successful, so they said, okay, we're ready. Hopefully we won't have to do it, but we are ready if it comes down to that. So the news, again, is just exploiting my emotions by this bold red giant text. Don't worry, I'm used to it. I'll be okay. China's military declared Monday it is ready to fight after completing 3 days of large-scale combat exercises around Taiwan that simulated sealing off the island in response to the Taiwanese president's trip to the U.S. last week. The combat readiness patrols, named Joint Sword, were meant as a warning to self-governing Taiwan, which China claims as its own, China's military said earlier. If I worked in government, I think I would be really good at naming the operations. All right, we're ready. Bring them in. And we need a good name, like Operation Condor or something. So yeah, kudos to whoever got to name it Joint Sword. Can you imagine if they don't have a special person? Silas, good morning, good afternoon. Can you imagine if they don't have a person that's in charge of naming the operations, which I think I would be great at. I really do. If we're looking, call me. If they don't have a person that's their job, then they have to, like, somebody has to come up with it. And they're all like commanders and generals and stuff. Not great at namers. That's not part of their, I served 3 tours. That doesn't mean you're good at naming things. So they get in little arguments over it. I think we should call it Ready or Not, Here We Come. No, that doesn't sound strong enough. That's not. It needs to be scarier. Come on, Ready or Not, Here We Come is great. No. Let's take a vote. They get into arguments over it. All right, well, I think we should be called Joint Sword. Joint Sword? That's weird. Am I going to smoke it? Or are we going to pass it around? Hey, quit hogging that Joint Sword. I think that's stupid. I think we should be called the Trifecta. No, they're like arguing over band names. Somebody get the dictionary and just look, just go to a random page. We'll figure this out. They spent like 10 hours coming up with the war plan, but then like 20 hours arguing over the name. I've been there. I know this. Showdown with U.S. Navy. If they do decide to invade Taiwan, and we decide, of course, to defend Taiwan, That's going to be one of the biggest messes of all time. All right, Twitter's upside down. The Twitter of doom. Musk struggles to monetize. Elon Musk, of course, bought Twitter for like $44 billion. Oh, my God. What? I don't even want to go here. Oh, no. Shock. Dalai Lama apologizes for asking boy to suck his tongue. Do we have to do this? Is this how news anchors feel every night? They're like, oh, my God, do we have to do this? I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. There is a picture of this. I'll blow it up here for you. You know what? We're not going to click on that link. I don't need to know. God, do I need to know? Is there context? Is there any chance they're going to provide us any context on this story? I feel like there's so little chance. Dalai Lama's 87 years old. Apologized after kissing young boy on the lips and asking the child to suck his tongue in bizarre interaction captured on video at charity event in India. The Dalai Lama has apologized after an unsettling video appeared on social media in which he kissed a young Indian boy on the lips before asking him to suck his tongue. Footage of the uncomfortable incident showed the moment the Tibetan spiritual leader invited the boy on stage during a charity event at the temple in Dharamshala, India in February. I just don't. Everything's a troll. Everything that happens these days is all just to convince somebody that they're absolutely right about their crazy theories of the way the world works. It's all perfectly designed. I just hope I'm doing my part. I hope somebody out there is watching me right now thinking, God, I'm right about my whole conspiracy theory. Joe, it's a go. Would hit 86 years old in second term. Game on. Joe, oh no, it's a go with a question mark. Never mind. I gave that the wrong intonation. It's not Joe, it's a go. It's Joe, it's a go. But how else could you possibly say that at his age? Not if, but when for Newsom White House run. God, I don't know. Every now and again, Newsom says or does something. I'm like, oh, he could really be a contender. And then, of course, every now and then, Newsom says or does something. I'm like, I don't. Please no. Please no. Thieves target electric vehicles while they're charging. Sitting ducks. Putin's 45-mile-long mega trench. Where's that? Is that? Russian troops dig huge defensive fortification visible from space as they prepare for Ukrainian counterattack. Is this in Crimea? Vladimir Putin's forces are building a huge trench across Ukraine's invaded region of I can never say any of these names. Let's see if Google can help me here. Pronounce.
Practice saying each syllable slowly, then speed up.
Okay.
Za, po, rij, a.
Zaporizhia. Zaporizhia. Everybody
Have
with
a
me?
word or a phrase you need help pronouncing? Leave us a comment and
Vladimir Putin's forces are building a huge trench across Ukraine's invaded region of Zaporizhia as he prepares for a counteroffensive from Kyiv's armies. The scar across the countryside, which can be seen from space, is some 45 miles in length so far. As Russia fears a repeat of last year when Ukraine won back swaths of territory. This trench is going to stop that? Having invaded this part of Ukraine last year, Putin appears acutely worried about holding the strategic region after illegally annexing it into the Russian Federation. Look at that. It's like a little Grand Canyon. The line is almost 50 miles behind the current front line, indicating the Russian fear as to how far back the Russian despot's forces could be pushed. The mega trench was highlighted by the Ukrainian Center for Journalistic Investigations. Trench warfare is back in vogue. Y'all can see meanwhile, see the kinds of things I shop for online. Learning too much about me. Whoa, look at that. These are some old school trenches. This is like the one that accidentally got in the slideshow. Oh, I don't know how that ended up in there, but I do look awful handsome, don't I? I don't know how that happened. No, the Adidas crews showed up. It's so heartbreaking to realize that, I mean, it's so easy to convince yourself, like, okay, we're in the post-war part of history. We've learned how that it's just an exercise in madness and no longer will engage in such things. We've evolved beyond it. And then, boom, nope, that's never going to be true, maybe. All it takes is one group of people decide to attack another group of people, and we're back to square one. What do alleged classified docs contain, and who leaked them? I've been wondering about this. This is, we live in this post-truth world where we don't know if things have been generated by AI. We got every government on the planet engaging in some kind of misinformation campaign. And so, you have to wonder if I'm really doing this right now. Maybe it's China simulating me. And not only do you have to wonder if anything that's true is fake, you also can say that anything that is true is fake, and nobody knows. That is not a picture of me doing that. That has been AI generated. Look at that. That's clearly not me, even when it's clearly me. One of the largest leaks of alleged classified U.S. military documents in a decade has sparked an official investigation by the Department of Defense and could complicate American support for Ukraine shortly before a major offensive. Is that true, though? Frogville, good to see you. Oh, there's huge money in everything, but especially in war, no doubt about it. The rub is, it doesn't matter how just or unjust the war effort might be. There's still going to be people profiting off of it. It's sort of that way with everything. All these things are happening simultaneously. Multiple tranches. I don't even know this word. A tranche? I always like to learn something. Define tranches. A portion of something, especially money. Multiple tranches of documents have appeared on social media sites over recent weeks. Some of them reportedly intended only for those with the highest levels of U.S. security clearance. The information covers a wide range of topics, from U.S. assessments of the war in Ukraine to intelligence gathered on diplomatic allies. Here's what we know about the leaks so far. According to the New York Times and other outlets, the initial document leaks focused on U.S. assessments of the war in Ukraine. Originally written in February and March, including estimated casualties on both sides and what equipment and ammunition would be required by Kyiv in the future. However, they reported that at least one document appears to have been altered to lower Russia's death toll How convenient. In the war and inflate that of Ukraine, raising questions over the reliability of the papers. Right, amen, Ducey. Good morning, good afternoon. Huge money in everything except my pocket. Where did the documents appear? From what I first read, it was on Minecraft message boards, which made me happy. Just knowing that people are still playing Minecraft. That was the silver lining in that dark cloud of information. The leaked information has turned up across multiple social platforms and apps in recent weeks, including Twitter and YouTube. Well, let's see what they're saying about this.
The Times reporting that the documents all...
Two big national security stories developing here and overseas, including new details today on that mystery involving top secret military documents. And overseas, China is conducting new and menacing military drills around Taiwan. NBC's Courtney Cubie is in Taipei, Taiwan. But we're going to begin with NBC's Ali Rafa at the White House. So, Ali, any indication about who might be to blame for the leaked documents?
Yeah, Lindsay, well, right now the DOJ and Pentagon are digging for any evidence of a possible traitor within the Defense Department and U.S. intelligence agencies who may have leaked these documents. New concerns over how secure the country's defense secrets really are.
Obviously, leaks of, if that's what this is, or a hack that succeeds, is extremely dangerous.
After a suspected leak of classified U.S. documents about Ukraine's war effort and military strength were possibly...
I bet that was his second take on that little blurb. He was probably just like, oh, yeah, like hacks and stuff like that. It's extremely dangerous. Okay, that's great information, but could you emphasize it a little, make it a little bit more emotional? All right, go ahead. Rolling. Expert testimony, take two. Leaks of this sort are extremely dangerous. Nailed it. Thank you so much. You're great. All right. Yeah, $20 is on the way.
Leaked. Photos of the allegedly top secret documents posted recently on social media. The leak, first reported by the New York Times, includes maps and equipment lists that lay out details about Ukraine's military strength, casualty counts, and Western weapons capabilities. The Times reporting that the documents also reveal U.S. national security secrets about the Middle East and China.
There are some indications that there are some aspects of the document that have some authenticity to them, but there are also indications that this may be a Russian disinformation campaign.
It's a mix.
Which they're very good at.
While Russian state media largely avoids coverage of the documents, one Ukrainian official is calling it a bluff by Russia. Meanwhile, intelligence analysts say they're confident these documents were also doctored.
The determination has been tentatively that this is a Russian-led effort.
It's attempting to target strategic intelligence sharing between the United States and Ukraine and try to, create a bad faith relationship there.
Both.
I don't know. I've been trying to use this excuse around the house. Oh, that's just Russian misinformation campaigns. Wife's not buying it. I don't know. Nobody believes me when I blame it on the Russian misinformation campaign. I got to admit, now that I'm in the news business, I'm watching that coverage, and as intrigued as I am by the story itself, I'm more focused on their cuts and like, look how they do that. Their lower third hovers off the bottom a little bit. You can see, okay, you cut away to the expert in the field. I need a field. Could someone put up a field in the Gifts or GIFs on Discord? I wonder if there's one in here already. We need to cut away to the expert standing in random field. We can do this. Of course, on my channel, it's going to be a little weird, but we could do this. Hi, yes, I am here reporting for the Surly in the Morning afternoon news, and I'm just a random expert in a random field. Unfortunately, the mescaline is kicking in. I no longer know what I was supposed to tell you. I no longer recall what I'm supposed to know. I gotta go. Good try. Good try. We were almost a real news organization. He needed a lower third over him. 2 Manhattan DA classmates hold Trump's fate in hands. How Stormy sees it ending. Sorry. I just don't care. Iran kickstarts. That is probably going to be the critique on some level. I don't know. I can just imagine people getting mad at me for how I handle the news, but maybe that's part of the point. I don't know if there is a point. If there is a point, it's probably Russian misinformation. You can't handle the news. Stem cell junkyards reveal new clue about aging. That sounds like a deep dive. I feel like we're almost through this. We've hit all the highlights. We got the Dalai Lama apparently has invented a new ritual, new path to enlightenment. I'm gonna try that with the wife later. Tennessee political divisions deepen between state and cities. I hope the two that were ousted from the Tennessee legislature are they going to do a runoff soon? None of these headlines. Nashville board may send expelled lawmaker back to State House. Seems like if they have to do a quick election, a special election, that they would get swiftly voted back into their position, but with even more cred. I feel like this might all end well for these young men. A Nashville area county council meeting on Monday may vote to return to the State House one of the 2 Democratic Tennessee lawmakers who were expelled from the chamber last week after participating in a gun control protest. Republicans who control the State House of Representatives on Thursday voted to kick out Justin Jones and Justin Pearson, 2 black men who recently joined the legislature after they said the 2 lawmakers broke rules for decorum on the House floor on March 30th. At least 29 of the 40 members of the Metropolitan Council for Nashville and Davidson County have said they back appointing Jones as an interim representative for his previous seat until a special election can be held, the Tennessean newspaper reported. Returning Jones would send a pointed message to the Republicans who expelled him. Why don't do the same for both of them? It's just because Jones made a better speech. FBI warns against using public phone charging stations. You ever seen those scams they do where they take like an ATM and put a fake facade over the thing, so you think you're using the ATM, but as you put your card in, it's actually going into something that's laid over top of the original that grabs your information on the way in. You got to hand it to whoever did that. They're at least working for it. Oh, Ben, you went over to Twitch. How's the water in there? Should we all dive in? Twitch loves you. I have been doing this all on my YouTube channel too, Nathan Moore on YouTube. Like and subscribe. Quick Click to get notified when I go live. You never know when that's going to be. Often and always. All right, just scanning through the. We've already covered the. My work here might be done. Here we'll go to one more source. Let's go to Google News. See what they have to say for themselves. Again, terrible breaking news here. Seems like a disgruntled worker went into his old bank and killed 4 people, 9 hurt in shooting in Louisville, Kentucky. Oh, in local news, this is huge local news. It is large trash pickup this week, starting in Stanton, Virginia. You should have everything out there by today, but no telling when they'll finally make it to your house. But they will take any limbs, yard rubbish, large furniture, appliances, all your big. This is our favorite time of the year, and what a wonderful service the city provides to the residents here to facilitate our spring cleaning. Everything must go. And I think it's a wonderful thing the city does, and we really look forward to it. And we have a bunch of stuff out there now. So if you're local here in Stanton, this is the week. Get your stuff out there, and they will take it away. Spring cleaning. Pfizer, talk about there's money to be made in crisis. Pfizer CEO and other drug company leaders condemn Texas abortion pill ruling. That sounds like not only a mess out of the gate, but a terrible slippery slope that could affect us all over. Latest on Ukraine, Pentagon leaks France's overtures in China and Finland in NATO. Finland did join NATO, right? Macron from France did just visit China. I wonder how that trip went. U.S. grapples with fallout from intelligence leak. Was it a damaging leak? I haven't heard of anything. Iran accuses U.S. of warmongering after submarine deployment. Oh, God. Iran accuses U.S. of warmongering. I'm rubber, you're glue. Well, I'm going to miss you. I'm sad that there's just it's a little bit of a slow news day. I feel like we've gotten through everything. So that's, I guess, all I got. I guess I should run. I was really fully intending to be full-on cartoon version of myself today and not show my face at all. But this idea that you guys need to see my face just hits my heart, and so I if I'm just showing you the tune, I feel like I'm depriving you. I don't understand how I'm depriving you of anything, but apparently, according to you and according to people that love me, you need to see my face. And I'm just trying to make the news more digestible. But it's hard for me to fathom how this face could help that. But I'll do whatever you need. Just let me know. Not going to play any music during the news show, though. That's for later at night, and it's just too much for me to think about. I already got so much going on. Right now, my guitar is behind this green screen. None of this stuff is on. Then I have to worry about how it sounds and being in tune and getting it out. It's just too much. Exactly. And John Oliver, he just does a deep dive on a singular topic each week. I don't think I'll ever do. Well, I won't say I'll never do something like. I do go down a lot of rabbit holes myself, and I'm sure as I'm doing this show, if I go down a rabbit hole the night before, I'll probably be tempted to share what I learned during this early in the morning, afternoon news. But for the most part, just reading the headlines is my main task here on the daily. You definitely want to subscribe or get on our Discord server. I always send out a blast before I go live to everyone, and you'll get a little notification on your phone. I don't want to set a set time because I'll get resentful that I have to do something at a specific time. And, I never know when I'm going to wake up. And I want to be sure I'm looking at the headlines for the first time of the day live on the show. And if I wake up at 1 and I go on at 4, that'd be 3 hours of just sort of pacing back and forth, drinking coffee and not reading the headlines. I wouldn't know what to do with myself. I'm just incorporating you guys into my actual routine. I have been enjoying The Problem with Jon Stewart. At first, his podcasts and stuff, where I was just like, oh, why don't you just do the Daily Show? But he's finding his rhythm and finding his voice with that, and has been doing some really good shows and programs and interviews and good conversations, and it's stuff like that. He's starting to get exactly to catch his stride, and it's good to see. Yep, I'm with you on that. I'm not exactly sure why. It was a little tough, just because he, it seemed like such an American show to a certain extent, and he brought in sort of an international. Trevor Noah brought an internationalness, a world perspective that just didn't seem to fit. I like him a lot. I think he's very smart, reasonably funny, and all of that. There's just something that it's just so hard to hear. You can criticize your own family, but it's really hard when somebody else does. You're just like, hey, I'll talk about what a jerk my aunt is, but I don't want to hear that from you. Now you're just watching me read the headlines. Illustrated Anne Frank book removed by Florida school. A high school along Florida's Atlantic coast has removed a graphic novel based on the loosely based. That's the thing. Before we get triggered, like, oh my God, they're pulling it. We don't know what this book looks like or what's really going on in it. Anne Frank's diary, the graphic adaptation, was removed from a library at Vero Beach High School after a leader of Moms for Liberty. Automatically, Moms for Liberty. Automatically, this is a weird situation going on. They get together, have some wine. In Indian River County, raised an objection. The school's principal agreed with the objection, and the book was out of there, and you're out. The book at one point shows the protagonist walking in a park enchanted by female nude statues, and later proposing to a friend that they show each other their breasts. I knew it was going to be something like that. We don't even want to talk about what's on the next page. Yeah, I saw that one coming a mile away. New research hints at how climate change is affecting some squirrels. Oh, it's behind a paywall. We'll never know. Sorry, squirrels. Oh, you guys aren't seeing any of this. Well, folks, I feel like we've done it. I'll see you tomorrow. It's early in the morning in the afternoon news. And we will read the headlines. If you have any thoughts or suggestions for the show, critiques or praise, whatever you want to send me, let me know. Join us on the Discord. It's a wonderful thing. There's a link in the description. Join the YouTube channel. I got to admit, I'm starting to lose a little bit of my my excitement with Twitch once I found out that they're in disputes with a lot of platforms out there, and the app is not available on a lot of smart TVs and stuff. Got a little bit sad that it wasn't the easy way to watch the show on the TV. The YouTube is, I guess, where most of it's happening nowadays. Nathan Moore on YouTube. I'm just on my original page alongside all my music and stuff. There's a playlist for the Jabber John Show. It's a talk show with my dad and Kyle Hogg every Thursday at 7. And we got the afternoon news headlines now, and we also have your late night music situations. We were working on a brand new song last night. I haven't played it yet, By the Light of the New Day. That's always a nice moment when you have an unfinished song from the night before and a big sleep in the middle, and you come at it fresh. That's a do or die moment right there, and I'm curious to see whether we have a Bouncing Baby new song or not. I see Swaby typing. I'm going to stall and hang on until I see what he's saying. Of course, you guys are the show's reporters on the ground. Once you get more into the rhythm of it, understand how Discord works. If you do find an article that you would like to deep dive here on the show, I'd be happy to go down any rabbit hole you send me down. If we want to get to the bottom of some truth, we can try to do our best. We can collectively research an idea or a topic. If we want to try to get to the bottom of something, we could do that together. And happy to descend down any rabbit hole you throw in the path. So share links in the Discord or anywhere you're watching. They will be posted by Restream into the Discord. Swaby says, thanks, Nathan. Finished the latest Jabberjohn this morning. So good. Fun picking up on all the reasons for living inspiration. That's true. It's all right there. Wonderful. All right. Well, you guys have a beautiful day out there. Take it easy, and see you soon. More later.
I want to head for the hills. I wake homeless with a toothache. I wake fired with a stack of bills. It's my chance to be bitter, and there's plenty to be bitter about. I wake wise to the wicked ways of the world, and I snarl and I grimace and pout. I wake up early in the morning.